Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning.
Well, Huntsville, what makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Coming to you live from Hello Huntsville. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome in. We are here on a Friday. It just feels like we were here just a day ago, Billy.
It really does. It really does. If it wasn't for you dropping off this information pamphlet here in front of me.
Yeah, so there's a few things that I've realized that I've done in broadcasting that I need to put a stop to, Billy.
Like bringing me on the show?
Nah, that's, last week was like questionable, but that was only because we had the other dumpling in here.
Oh, man. We were cooking a full pot, I tell you.
We made it in. We want to welcome all of you in this morning as we welcome those of you joining us also on Spirit Radio and the Spirit Radio FM app. Big shout out to the Twitter world. I know it's called X now, but it's going to take me a while to get over that. It's called X. I still like Twitter. But a big shout out to all of you joining us this morning on Twitter. So we want to welcome you. We had almost 200 additional viewers yesterday thanks to Twitter. And so that's a new platform that we're broadcasting on. We're here on LinkedIn. So if you're on LinkedIn, you're getting linked into this one today. So welcome in. And also 3 different avenues. And also welcoming those in from Huntsville, Texas, Good, Bad, and Ugly this morning. We decided to share it on Good, Bad, and Ugly. And there is no bad and ugly. It's just good here on Good Morning Huntsville.
Are we on MySpace?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Good, yeah.
I wonder if you could stream to that. I'm sure it's still out. MySpace turned into like a music platform, and I haven't been to MySpace in years.
I never had a MySpace.
I got MySpace at home, and that's about it.
I got my recliner at home, but
Featured content, it's still there. It's a music source now, but it is. Look at that. It's still there, but it's just all about music. I bet they get about 4 or 5 views a month, and that's it on MySpace. Hey, we're here on Friday. Welcome in. It's always a joy to bring you this show as we celebrate all things good happening in our community. Rob Hipp alongside Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We wouldn't be able to bring you this show without our good friend Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers. And he is on vacation, so if you didn't have a chance to go by and see him, you're going to have to wait till after Christmas. So you can get those. Here's what you can do. If you didn't get the ring for that loved one prior to Christmas, they're going to be upset on Christmas Day. Now you can rectify the situation, and you can go after Christmas. I think it's actually after the New Year because he's going to be gone. So you can go afterwards, and then you can turn that situation around, Billy.
If you're having, like I'm personally experiencing the oh crap, is it going to make it here on time Christmas experience?
Yeah, are you in that boat right now?
Oh, buddy, I'm paddling it.
Well, you got time after the holiday. It's just a date. It's just December the 25th. It's just a Monday.
It's just a wife's gift.
It's just sorry, Jack. No problem.
Yeah, we still love you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to welcome
Not like
you in.
it's a big deal, right?
Yeah, it's just the most important holiday of the year.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I get kicked out. I have to sleep with the dogs.
That's as it gets colder outside. That's actually not a bad thing because the dogs stay warm, and not a bad idea.
I think she'd let them dogs in, let me out.
Maybe working out for you, Billy. We hope not. Big thanks, though, to Elliot Herzlich online at elliotsjewelers.com. Also want to give a shout-out this morning to Paul Oley of the Gallery. Wouldn't be able to be in this space without those two fine gentlemen. And also, of course, here on a Friday, big thank you to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Billy Cauthen always here to keep us entertained on a Friday. We had Rick on last week. They are traveling in Oklahoma. And I think they are in Oklahoma now. So they're there on the Christmas vacation. What did we say earlier? I said they're traveling down to Oklahoma.
Yeah, and I said, hey, I think Oklahoma's up.
And then I said it's not worth looking up to.
Well, if they're in Oklahoma, I guess we'll have to send them a smoke signal to get a hold of them or something.
We might. Kay and Rick, I know you're joining us. Oklahoma is absolutely worth looking up to. So good morning. And she is. Look,
she?
She's in already. She said, Billy, do not get her diamonds in a deck of cards.
Oh, I read that on Facebook about, the deck of cards.
What is that?
I was talking about if you want to get your wife diamonds, get her a deck of cards and she'll have,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's diamonds in there.
It's also a good way to have a court proceeding to where that wedding, that marriage won't be official anymore. So you should be careful about that one.
Hey, we should plug the funeral home after that.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies, are you tired of him?
Not going to happen.
Come on down, see Bill, and get yourself a deal.
Is that your tagline?
No.
Gosh.
It is now.
Oh, man. Well,
I'm sure
friends,
Greg's listening, too. I'm sure he's very happy with my advertising old jingles.
He's happy with your jingles, happy with the blue jeans.
Yeah.
So what's the Christmas? Let me ask you this, Billy, and I know that we always cut up. We have a good time here on Friday, but there is a lot of seriousness. Obviously, it's all seriousness with the business you guys are in. I know that we always talk about that, but I mean, what does the holiday season look like for you? Because I know that you get calls sometime and you have to go out. So I'd imagine even through Christmas, if somebody's on call, what does that whole process look like?
Really, it's Christmas. As a Christian, is very important to us, and our office is closed, but there is a director available to you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and for the poor souls who have to work in the funeral industry, it's almost. I hate to say this, I really do, and maybe if I say it, it won't be this year. Christmas is a guarantee that you're going to get a call.
Wow.
So,
yeah, it's tough, and you think about, and that's where the whole seriousness cloud of the business that you're in. I know, like I said, we have so much fun here on a Friday, but there is a very somber and serious side of your business, obviously, and there's also a celebration side though too, because you're getting to celebrate the life of a loved one. And I know it's a tough situation for so many people. Everyone that's lost somebody knows that it's not easy. But you get to celebrate that life, and you guys make people feel like family, even in a difficult time. And Christmas is it's one of those times, and I've mentioned it leading up, here over the last few days, and now, I mean, we're literally 3 days away, and it's one of those times to where a lot of people are hurting right now. And I've mentioned on the show earlier that they feel pressured into having to do stuff. And I want to tell you, you know what? Your presence at Christmas just makes the world of a difference. You don't if you're struggling financially right now, don't get sucked into that commercialized trap that you have to go race out and buy a bunch of gifts for everyone. I know that it feels good and you want to help and you want to give a gift, but if you are not in a position to give a gift, give the gift of your presence, being around your family. Hug on them and love them. And I guarantee that's going to go much farther than any little gift that's going to last a week or 5 years would. So think about that this morning. And, in the unfortunate circumstances that come along and people are in that situation with money, don't worry about it. Just love on your family. Because, Billy, you're in the industry. You see the loss And family truly is, outside of a relationship with Jesus, family's the most important thing.
I will assure you, no one has ever said at a funeral, I wish that they'd have bought me more Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about time. Give them your time. Give them your love. And just keep on keeping on.
That's right. You know who used to say, there was a guy in I got to bring Georgetown into the conversation every Friday. There was a guy in Georgia, Jack Frost. I'm not making that was his name, Jack Frost. A very well respected man, and I have not.
Was he like the Frost Bank guy?
No, it'd been nice if he was. That's just his name, Billy. When I mentioned Jack, I got to tell you this because you can't see it that great on the camera. Now, if I went like this and Billy was staring at his camera, you could see it. This one here, Billy. But isn't the cameraman supposed to tell me which one to look? Isn't there supposed to be like a light or something? Yeah, we don't have that here. We're not that advanced yet.
Hey, where's that intern we were supposed to?
January 17th.
Not like we're counting.
Yeah, I'm definitely counting. I got an app on my phone that says countdown to the intern.
Oh yeah, what her name is?
Michelle. We're waiting for you. We're ready to have
is it
you.
Michelle?
Michelle. Yep, she's going to be great for us.
Michelle.
She's going to be awesome.
Okay.
So
good. Will she be able to put up with me?
She might.
Okay.
Well, the good news is I told her don't worry about coming in until a little bit later. So she'll be coming in at 8:00. So she'll miss the first 30 minutes.
People, every Friday morning, Rob texts me, "Hey, I'm running late," and I'm like, "Brother." I've even snapped in pictures from inside of my neighborhood before. Like, yeah, I'm with you.
Billy sent me a picture. There's goats crossing the street. Says it's going to be a while before I get here. We got a goat crossing this morning.
Hey, man, it's a serious thing.
I don't even remember where I was going with you mentioned.
I threw you off.
No, that's all right.
You wanted me to stare into a camera.
So when I mentioned Jack Frost, see, thank you, Billy. This is Learning RX starting to provide the little tidbits.
It's me remembering what we was talking about.
Well, it's through Learning RX, fired it up. So here's the deal. I mentioned the name Jack Frost, and Billy, your eyes started going like you were in REM sleep, but you were awake because your brain was processing about 1,000 thoughts of where this was going. I saw your eyes, man, and you were like this.
Hey, did he ever nip on your nose?
No.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Poor gentleman's in his 90s. Just imagine him coming up to you going like this.
Pulls his teeth out. And fiction it and forget it.
Georgetown friends, if you're watching, he is a good man, and but he always had the phrase. This is where all this started. He always had the phrase, "Keep on keeping on."
It's a for real deal. Just keep on keeping on.
He used to
keep on keeping on.
He would broadcast the local Georgetown football games on Cablevision back in the day before streaming and all that. And he would always say, "This is Jack," and he'd always thank every sponsor tremendously. I want to thank Troy, and I remember the names. I don't even know who they were. The businesses. I never even remembered the actual business. I just knew the name. I'd like to thank Troy Rodriguez of Sierra Microwave. Eagle Fight never dies. Keep on keeping on. He'd say that literally every 30 seconds. And so in Georgetown, there was this. We'd always walk around and we'd say, "Eagle Fight never dies. Keep on keeping on," because Jack Frost started it. Every community has that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every community has that guy. The one in Huntsville that I can think of that is the voice of this community is Cooter Roberson. And it was, "There's a Bearcat in the end zone." And that was his famous tagline. And that will never be replaced, ever.
No. No, can't be done.
And we cannot let that die as time goes on either. We have to pay honor to that, just like I'm paying honor to Jack Frost. Huntsville needs to continue to pay honor to those that came before us, and Cooter was the greatest. And, I've really enjoyed over the last 4 or 5 years getting to know him more. And Cooter, if you're watching, everyone, I saw him on here one time. If you're watching, we need to go have lunch again sometime because it's been a few months.
Well, you know how you can tell if somebody truly knows him?
How's that?
If they pronounce his last name correctly.
Yeah?
Yep.
Roberson.
Yeah. There's no T.
Some people say Robertson. Mm-hmm. It's not it.
Nope.
It's Roberson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Next time Cooter and I go have lunch, I'm going to invite you with us. You ought to come hang out with us.
Okay.
So Cooter's one of those dudes that you just sit and you listen because he needs to put out. I told him
his brother's name is Jack too, but not Frost.
Didn't know that. He does though. He needs to put out a book because he has so much history, not only of Huntsville, but of the entire state. He can tell you stories, and it is the most fascinating thing just to go. And my dad taught me, although on this show I yak a lot, but my dad taught me zip it and listen. And when I go, and Cooter and I will talk a little bit, but then I just zip it and I listen to his stories. And he really does have some of the best, most fascinating stories, especially about this area. So, and one day I'd love to get him on the show, and I've been working on that. You know, he hasn't been on a media thing in quite some time, but I'd love to get him on the show sometime. It'd be great. And if we do, we're going to do it on a Friday so we can talk Hornets.
I got some pretty cool stories about Huntsville too. I just don't know what the statute of limitations are on certain things. So,
and family friendly, Spirit Radio.
Oh no, it's all family friendly. It's just lessons of a young man. Yeah, dumb stuff.
Well, we've had some good ones here.
Oh yeah,
Billy, your catchphrase is "I think I stepped in gum," according to Kyle Kreiner. I think I stepped in gum.
Not familiar with that one.
Yeah, Kyle, expand on that one. Hey, I do want to send a message. A lot of folks already joined us. We want to welcome you in again this morning. We are here with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home as we lift up our community. This will be our last show before Christmas. And Monday, we will have a throwback show. We're 179 episodes in, so I guess we could say we'll have a throwback show. But we will not be live. We will be airing a rerun. Our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union are usually with us on a Monday. Karen Denman, Denise Olivas, Toy. We appreciate all them. But this is really our last show before Christmas. And so this morning, as you're waking up, let us know maybe what your plans are for Christmas, what you're thankful for most about this holiday season. Pop's Woodshop, good friend of ours, and that's Scott Valley, also over at Magnolia Kennel, saying, God bless all the service members, past and present and future, going into this Christmas holiday season. And
I wonder if Scott, if he still sells the AMSOIL.
He does, I believe.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got the sign out there.
Okay, I might need to get with him.
So, but he's so right. You think about all of our service members that are overseas this time of the year, or not even just overseas, but not able to be at home this time of the year. Those are the things that I talk about why Christmas for some folks is just, hey, it's all happy and joy. But then other folks, it's a tough time for them. So be mindful of that as you go out and about and just hug on people and love them this holiday season.
And for those of y'all that aren't, picking up what we're stepping in here, like I lost my father 2 days before Thanksgiving when I was a kid. And so instinctively, when that time of the year rolls around, I'm in a bad, you got to think about that with some people. You're out there holly jolly, got reefs hanging and, and jingle belling and all that. And your neighbor might need you just to go over and give them an encouraging word or something,
That's the inspiration this day, Billy. You brought it. Just hug on people. It's amazing that people will know when you're about to hug them because you'll put the arm. And if they don't want to hug, they're just going to kind of lean back or do the other. And then you can just do this to them. It is kind
or you could take out your taser and just light them up.
Gosh. Yeah, if you're the one you're the one that doesn't want to receive the hug.
Nothing says love like 12,000 volts.
But it is, and also it's so easy just to hug on people and love them. Let them know that you care about them this holiday season. Hey, we got a special guest on this morning, none other than the future GOAT of Huntsville, future greatest of all time, James Cauthen, joining us here in a little bit. He's a junior at Huntsville High School.
Any relation?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. James, are you a junior this year or this next year? So this year, right now, so next year you're going to be a senior. So James will be joining us. And Billy, I got to tell you, man, you got a long way to go to catch up to James.
I know. Every day I wake up and say, if I could just be as awesome as him, I'd be good to go.
You would be.
Yeah.
We're also going to take a moment to talk about our good friends at Adler Family Toys. They're usually with us every single month here on the show, at least once per month. But the Adler family, they have been so busy out at Carolina Creek there that they said, hey, we're not. And also, his wife, Shane's wife, is getting ready to deliver their baby boy. I love the name. His name is Bear. The Madeline, his wife, said, you know what? I'm gonna let my daughter and my husband go with the name, and I love it. Bear Mason Adler will be here starting in January. I love the name, man. It's just a cool, unique name, and we're so happy for the Adler family, but we'll be talking about them here in a few moments as well and what they have going on.
I begged when we found out we were having a boy 17 some odd years ago there. Begged Jacqueline, we got to name him this. We compromised. We backed and forth. Just all this stuff. And I gave away. I told her if you will allow me to name this child, I will forfeit any other naming rights I ever have for any animal, child, anything. So,
and it worked out, huh?
Yeah,
worked out. I'm going to imagine, James, you kind of seem like a young. He's probably got a middle name that I bet starts with C, but not Charlie. I bet it's Cole. I bet it's James Cole Cauthen because that's got a ring to it. JCC.
I'll tell you how she sold me on that.
Is that right, James? Was it? You know how actually someone commented. So did you think that I was actually coming up with that? Yeah, I sold that pretty good.
When
Kenneth Cole doesn't have nothing on James Cole, by the way.
When she was pregnant, we're kicking all these names around. And my dad was James T. Cauthen, James Tommy Cauthen. My brother was James Troy Cauthen. And I'm like, we got to give him a T name. It's got to be a T name. And she just kept on. She's like, if we name him Cole and he plays football, we can call him Coltrane.
Oh.
And that's what sold it. Of all the dumb things.
I love it, man.
James Coltrane Cauthen.
I like it. Well, you're going to be hearing that name a lot coming up next year as well. So we'll be talking to James here in a little bit. He'll share some of his high school experiences, and what the JV did this year was incredible. And we'll talk about the new stadium and all that. So we're excited to have James. He's on Christmas vacation. I don't know if it's really a vacation coming in here to the studio with us, though.
Oh, no. Daddy's working him today.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Do want to remind you, friends, that we are giving away $20. I'm going back down to 20. Bank account's getting low, so instead of 25, I'm taking 5 off. $20 coming your way today. All you got to do is text in the keyword JOY. Joy. Jennifer Augustinetti, sometimes she must be up late or rewatches the show because I got a text from her like on the text line at 2 a.m. She texted in the keyword joy.
That girl punching and swerving, boy. She's trying to get in early.
Getting in early. When we had Raise a Hope, she was the first one there at 6 a.m. on the dot.
Yeah, I remember unloading all them hundreds of thousands of bottles of water.
And James was there. No, it was your daughter came that morning. Your daughter was with you that morning. James, you weren't there that morning, were you? I think it was your daughter.
Somebody came with me to help me unload the cooler. And then whenever I came back, Olivia was with me, the youngest child.
Yeah, that's who, yeah.
But, James, we came back that afternoon to help load everything up.
I think James was back that afternoon.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. That was more than 2 weeks ago. I don't have that much memory.
Yeah, long-term memory shot. Keyword JOY, text it in with your name. A chance here to win $20 before Christmas. All you got to do is text in JOY. Please include your name. We have a lot of text messages that come in, so when we call you, we don't know what to call you when we call you.
And when you include your name, and this is just me being vain here, I need to know your first and last name.
Yeah, please. Spelled correctly.
So when the randomizer lands on you, we're like, who is it? We don't know. There's not a name. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, it helps us out.
When we call you, we'll be like, because there's some of y'all I'm going to call you by first name, and there's a lot of y'all that I'm going to call you Mr. or Mrs. because I know who you are, and that's...
It's a respect thing.
Yeah.
We don't want to disrespect you when we call you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, make you feel uncomfortable, maybe.
Oh, by the way...
Remember when we used to prank call people when they would win something? And then we just kind of drifted
fizzled off on that.
Yeah.
Because it was always at your refrigerator running.
Well, we don't have much.
That's all we have.
I don't get to prank call people in my profession. So.
Keyword JOY along with your name. Please text that in on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. Again, it's 936-339-0139. As always, our show's on a Friday brought to you by our great friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are your hometown experts in celebrating life. Here's a word from our national news and a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back after that. Stay with us, Huntsville. It's your show as always. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News. I'm Ryan Daniels. U.S. and Mexican officials are going to sit down to try and solve the border issues.
High-ranking officials from the Biden administration are scheduled to travel to Mexico in response to an increase in migrants crossing the southern border. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby.
To meet with President Lopez Obrador and his team to discuss further actions that can be taken together to address current border challenges.
The administration is under intense scrutiny from both political parties due to a record number of migrant encounters. The White House contends that Congress has not succeeded in passing substantial immigration reform. I'm John Schaefer.
The first call in over a year between high-ranking military officials from the U.S. and China took place Thursday. The conversation involved Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff General C.Q. Brown and his Chinese counterpart, although specific details about the discussion have not been disclosed. A massive rainstorm is drenching the southwestern U.S. The National Weather Service said widespread flooding was likely. Arizona and New Mexico will see the worst of the storm today and tomorrow. Forecasters have predicted rainfall from this system could rival the rainfall amounts from Hillary back in August. The head of Colorado's state GOP says Colorado Republicans will ignore any results of that state's GOP primary if former President Trump is not allowed on the ballot there.
Then we're going to say, okay, fine. We're going to ignore whatever results you cook up because we don't think it's fair.
Colorado Republican Party Chair David Williams spoke with KUSA-TV in Denver. Earlier this week, the Colorado State Supreme Court invalidated Trump's candidacy in the state based on 14th Amendment concerns over his actions during the January 6th U.S. Capitol riot. This is USA News.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey friends, Rob Hip here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget, and as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Ho, ho, ho!
This is Catherine James wishing a very Merry Christmas to all of the court-appointed special advocates in Walker, San Jacinto, and Trinity counties. Thank you for all you do. We love and appreciate you. Happy holidays.
Email your greeting to victory@spiritradio.fm.
Back at it now. Keyword joy. Where? You got that what? Where?
Where what?
I got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where?
Down in my heart.
All right. Hey, James, you're going to be the one that has to say where, all right? So we're going to sing, I got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. And then all you have to say, James, is where? Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
You ready for this, Billy? Here we go.
I love singing
Billy
on
Billy and I are going to sing it. Here we go. We've got that joy. Come on, Billy. We've got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart.
We learned that by watching The Simpsons.
Yeah. Man, you know what? I didn't have my camera adjusted either. I got a little bit of this T-shirt exposure over here on the side. That's all right.
I thought that was a fried chicken sign.
Yeah. You know how I can fix that, though? I can do this right here.
Bam!
And then I can, reach under here. All right. Did it go away? Hold on. Let's take a look.
We got to go back to the... Yep.
Bam. Look at that. That's called camera magic.
If only we had an intern.
James, welcome in, man. James Cauthen joining us this morning. Huntsville, pull that mic down just a little bit there.
Yeah.
There we go. James Cauthen joining us, the future GOAT of Huntsville. Did you like that nickname I gave you?
I mean, don't know yet if it's going to pan out, but maybe.
Well, it's coming, man. It's coming. I got to ask you, James, real quick. What has it been like? How old are you now, young man?
17.
What has it been like spending 17 years with this guy right here?
Life and death.
Life and death.
What is the number one thing that this good fella right here has taught you, James?
How to climb.
How to climb. Okay.
How to climb. Climb through life, you know. Well, I'm still at odds, James, trying to figure out Billy. But I'm every Friday I get a little bit more, you know, and it's a good thing I'm figuring out. He's a good man, so we love this guy right here. He's all right. James, you're joining us today. Some great things that happened this year. I wanted to talk a little bit about Huntsville Hornet football. Can we talk about that this morning?
Yeah.
Let's go JV because you're on the JV. Next year you're going to be on varsity. But this year you guys go undefeated. Maybe talk a little bit about the season and just what you learned through the season and what it was like, James.
Realistically, we started last November after losing to Wortman Marshall, just drilling the wide zone plays. And I think that's a lot more helpful to our running backs as we went through that since last November. We're in December now, drilled it for a year. That can help us a lot, get us to the round 4 with Port Neches Grove. Really good. But we had one loss this year. We did.
Oh, y'all did have a loss.
It was Clear Springs.
Well, their water was murky, so don't worry about that. It wasn't very clear, so don't worry about it.
It was our first loss in 13 games. Yeah, we would 13 games since the season before in this. We were undefeated. But, yeah, we had a few games canceled due to rain. And that active bomb at the high school one was canceled, too.
I remember that
one was interesting.
Now, y'all were undefeated the year before, too, right?
No, we lost to A&M Consolidated the first game.
Okay, well, you know, it's A&M.
Yeah, it don't count.
Gig'ems.
James, so here's something that I wanted to bring up because this is really important, all right? The varsity team did great this year. Boy, they went really, they went through a lot of adversity. They found a way to get, and they were just, what was it, 2 games away from 1 game away from a state semifinal.
Yeah.
But
there is something that the JV team is always going to be able to hold on their shoulders that the varsity team will never be able to say, you guys opened up Huntsville Hornet Football Stadium. What was that experience like? And not only did you open it up, you smoked your opponent.
Yeah, that was a fun game going into. The new sounds, the lights. It was fun to go in there and play in that. The new field house mainly was a good thing. It's fun to be in there. It's a lot more open than the old ones. A lot nicer. That weight room especially is phenomenal.
Well, it was cool, and you guys got to open that stadium. So not knocking the varsity guys. You'll be varsity next year, but y'all were the ones that got to open that stadium, so it was pretty exciting. You know, for you, senior next year, what are you looking forward to most? I mean, it's going to be fun. You get to be on varsity. You've earned that, too. I mean, you work so hard, James. What are you most excited about next year?
Probably it'd be just playing.
Just getting back out there, getting after it, huh?
Yeah.
Billy and I always say, get on down there and get the rest of it.
Get the rest of it.
So get on down there and get the rest of it. Billy,
I remember what I was excited about in my senior year.
Well, Billy, you know, I've enjoyed, you know, getting. This is James' first time being on a show like this, right? I don't think. Did you ever be on the radio show? I don't think you've ever been on one.
Nope.
Well, welcome in, man.
Yep, thank you.
You get to make it happen right here on Hello Huntsville. There are going to be more of these because, you know, the local radio station, Carlos and them, they do a great job with the coaches' shows. So you're probably going to be on that. This is kind of what do you call it, like a precursor, Billy? My language skills are horrible. Vocabulary skills.
So Huntsville's really rubbing off on you.
But this is kind of a precursor, you know, to come up next year. Billy, I just want to ask you, you know, James is such a phenomenal young man, very respectful, always says yes sir, no sir, works hard. For you being his dad, what's just been the most joy for you watching this young man grow up into the great man that he's becoming?
Pretty much what you just said, watching him grow up. You know, I look at this little kid sitting beside me that was born.
Whoa, hold on. Well, are you a goat?
Am I a goat? Absolutely.
Well, like a legitimate, because Kay always says kid means you're an offspring of a goat.
Okay, well, I love Miss Kay, and she's not hearing from me right now, even though she is listening. This little kid right here, born at 3 pounds, 14 ounces.
Sweet baby.
Sweet baby James.
James, don't put up with this from your dad.
He's actually has a relative that would call him that sweet baby James. He has scared the bejesus out of me. Any gray hair that is found on me is from him. We've had several near-death experiences.
Goodness.
It's been a roller coaster, but it's one that I would gladly ride again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if we can officially announce this yet. He has earned his Eagle Scout. We were just waiting on the paperwork to come back from National. So, and just, you know, the Boy Scouting program here or the scouting program in general here in Huntsville is awesome. And he's a product of it, you know. And here he is, 17 years of age. He's never really been in any true trouble, you know, other than what his daddy.
Other than being on the show this morning, you know, the repercussions from that.
So when you said I taught you how to climb, were you referring to the time you climbed on top of the travel trailer?
Yep.
Okay. I got to tell y'all this story.
All right, let us know about it.
I guess he was 2.5, 3 or something, and I'm at the barn, and I'm working on my little lowboy trailer. I've got my little grease gun, and I'm greasing. He's right there with me. I mean, he's literally right there with me. I mean, he is almost physically touching me. He is right there with me, and I'm working. And I turn around, he's gone. I'm like, maybe he went back in the house. So I go down the house. Jacqueline, we call her Jack for short. James in here? No, he's out there with you. Oh, crap. I'm scared at this point, right? So I run back out, and I'm screaming.
Wait, how old is James at this point?
He's probably like 3.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm screaming, James, James. I'm running through the barn. James. Where did he go? And I'm frantic, right? I am scared to death. I got tears starting to roll out. Where is this boy at? Did he get kidnapped? Did he walk down to the street? Where is
7-Eleven getting a Slurpee already?
And I'm freaking out. And I hear this little. like a pitter patter. I look up, and we had a travel trailer at the time.
Hold on. What's a pitter patter?
Pitter patter, little feet.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, I try to open my heart up to y'all and tell y'all things, and you just totally.
Sounds like a Huntsville nickname. That's old pitter patter over there. It's the corner.
That might be it. Anywho, I hear that noise, right? And I'm like, look, where is that coming from? And I look up, and we had a travel trailer at the time, and there was a ladder leaned up against it because I'm assuming me and Curtis Perry were up there looking at something. And this little dude had climbed that ladder in that short amount of time and got on top of that travel trailer.
Oh, man.
Now, I'm freaking out because he's walking right on the edge.
And how this thing's up pretty high.
Oh, yeah. This is a big one.
We're not talking a pop-up trap. We're talking a full Monty.
We couldn't have been that fortunate. So, like, I feel like one of those, you know, what they call them people, like the police department that, you know, convince the people not to jump. Just stay there. Just stay there. Yeah, so I'm trying to get him just to stop and not fall off this travel trailer so I can get up there and get him. Yeah.
Was there any support from Jack, from the family, or was it just you and James? I mean, was anybody else out there putting their hands up saying, whoa, just don't jump?
I can't remember if anyone else was out there. I just know I was in full freak out mode. My heart is beating. Because that travel trailer was, I mean, if he fell off of that was donezo, you know?
James, you have no recollection of any of this, do you?
Nope.
Man, too bad Facebook and all that wasn't out then, or TikTok. You could have had a few videos, you know. This would have been the first viral video on the internet back in the day, Billy.
What, Freaked Out Daddy?
Yeah, that's what it would have been, FDD.
Freaked Out Daddy talks son off ledge.
That would have been the title of the video, so... Well, James, man, we're excited about this upcoming year for you and all the good things that you're going to do. Can you talk about the Scouts real quick? I know that's been a huge part of your life. Your dad has been so involved. It's so important. Maybe tell us a little bit about the Scouts and just what you've enjoyed about it so far and what you've learned.
Well, about the Scouts, I've been in it since kindergarten, 5 years old. 12 years now doing it. It's been fun. I like a lot of the older boys. We go on trips. Like we've been to Florida, New Mexico. We've hiked. We've sailed. We've swam with sharks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's a daddy. You know, I'm a daddy. I got a little boy, 5 months old. He ain't gonna be scouting anytime soon. But you know, those years, Billy, as you know, go by so quick. What's some advice maybe you have for a dad out there, James? Just as you, as a 17-year-old young man, if there's a dad out there today saying, you know, I've thought about putting my son in Scouts, how would you convince the dad? What would you tell him why it's important to be a part of it?
I think it's hard for me to convince someone. I think they have to think for themselves, will this better my son? Will this better me? Because honestly, it's only if the kid wants to do it. The parent could send them 10 years, the kid will learn nothing. It's if the kid wants to learn, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off there. I'm gonna second that. You know, because I see it so many times. These people, the kid doesn't want anything to do with Scouts. They drop the kid off at Scouts, and
it's not a daycare.
Yeah, if
either.
the kid doesn't embrace it, then it's not going to happen. And the same thing, if you want your kid to, and I'm sure Kyle's out there listening to this because he'll second this. You got to be active with your child. Mm-hmm. You're not. This isn't a daycare. You're not just dropping them off and picking them up 8 hours later. This is teaching your young man or young person how to be a good person.
Yeah, I would love it. You know, I'm looking forward when Cauthen gets of age. I'd like to get him involved.
And
Billy.
we have plenty of camping gear that we can hand down to you.
Yeah, perfect. That's why we're doing it. You know, there's always got to be someone up the pipeline to hand it down. We're good to go.
Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and drop it off now.
Let's get rid of it. Well, James, it's good to have you on this morning. We're going to keep up with your journey. We're going to have you back on the show sometime. Is that all right?
Yeah, sounds great.
When did y'all go on Christmas break? Wednesday? They let y'all out early Wednesday? Was that right? Yesterday, I guess? Or no? Wednesday was 2 days ago.
Yeah, early Wednesday. Except as a driver in a little free time, I got to go early.
Yeah? So you got out a little bit earlier than early. All right.
Yeah, the way they staggered the way they did their finals, he was able to.
James, here's the words that we've learned, the Huntsville words that we've learned on this show this morning. Peter paddle, or was it piddle paddle? Piddle paddle.
Pitter paddle.
Pitter paddle.
Pitter
and staggled. Pitter paddle and staggled.
Yeah.
Sounds like the Three Stooges. That's pitter, paggle, and staddle.
Those are legitimate words.
It's legitimate in the BC handbook, Billy Cauthen. Well, James, good to have you, my friend.
You could get it in hardback too, you know.
You could, yeah. It's even better. It's made with and the version of hardback books here is it's not true hardback. It's taking a bunch of layers of old cereal boxes glued together. Shh. That's how we make hardback books here.
Cereal box hard to beat, son. Hey, just wait till he starts talking about doohickeys. Oh, what? Doohickeys. Doohickeys. And that's a legitimate word too. Doohickeys. You ain't never had someone with some doohickeys on it?
Bridget always says thing. She'll go, sweetheart, if you're watching this morning, you're going to laugh because you know exactly what I'm talking about. She'll be like, go get Caden's burp rag. It's over by the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or go open up the thing, and that's where the shirt is. Or Braylon's water cup is on where the thing is. And so for me, I have to decipher what the thing is. And I'm not very good at it, Billy. I'm really not.
You just go get me the doohickey, the thing, the doohickey. It does stuff. It's a doohickey.
Yeah, you should know what it means.
You should be up here, and you should just know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, James, we'll have you back on again sometime, and good luck this upcoming football season, young man.
Thank you.
All right. Merry Christmas to you. What are you hoping to get for Christmas?
Go on. What you want?
Yeah, because, you know,
Billy, you ain't getting it. Just go on, tell them what you want.
Billy Walligo said it's going to be last minute anyway, so, you know, what?
There's this $200 Lego tow truck set I want.
Okay.
Another thing that amazes me, him and his sister, his youngest sister.
You see how he just diverted it?
Well, no, they put Legos together. But like, I remember when I was a kid and, you know, they got me, my aunt really pissed my mother off. She got me the 5,000 piece Lego set, and it came in a 5-gallon bucket.
Oh, those were the best.
And I never followed any instructions and built anything. I would just freelance build stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
But he sits down with the directions, and he builds that cool thing that's on the box. I, to this day, cannot do that.
I'm not a fan of the new Lego sets. It's like the Star Trek Enterprise, and it's not, to me, it's not like legitimate Legos because it's got all these graphics, and I just had like the blocks, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have all this flashy, you know, design on the Lego, the printing. It was just the blocks. You had to make the design. If you wanted to write lettering, you had to make the lettering with the actual Legos. You know what I'm talking about? So, anyways. All right. Well, Billy, you heard what he wanted, so we'll see if Amazon can deliver in 24 hours.
I hope your mama got it for you.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm not in charge of distributing or purchasing Christmas presents.
Bridget did message me. She started this too, and I love it because when we talk about everything is little.
Mm-hmm.
So Bridget will go, can you go get Caden's little diaper or his little feet? Every single thing is little. His little bottle, his little nose, his little blanket. Everything is little. Even though he was born a big boy, it's little.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Because we did that with little baby James.
All right, we're going to take a break. Do want to remind you, continue to let us know that you're out there. We want to welcome you. And a lot of folks this morning joining us on the Spirit Radio FM app. Friends, if you haven't downloaded the Spirit Radio FM app, you are missing out, especially on right now through the rest of the year. We're going to be playing Christmas music. So all you got to do, go to spiritradio.fm, and you can download the app. It is Huntsville's inspiration station, inspiring and uplifting Spirit Radio. We call it the Spirit of Huntsville. And then once the Christmas holiday season is over, we're going to go back to our regular contemporary Christian music. I did mention yesterday, we're excited. Hopefully we'll hear the word sometime. There's Irma, by the way, just driving by. She didn't honk, though. She just waved. But we're looking forward to here in a few months, we're going to know more about Spirit Radio FM, actually over the FM airwaves. We've put in a request during a licensing window, and it looks very favorable that that's going to happen. So we formed a nonprofit. So you're actually going to be able to go to your radio. Even though I've always said, you know, it's still great to be on traditional radio because everybody has one in their cars. The app is so easy, though. You can listen anywhere. Everybody has a cell phone. But we're excited because one of the biggest things I'm excited about, Billy, if God grants us the privilege for all this to go through, is we're going to be able to reach programming right literally behind the walls at the Walls unit. Now, when we were over there, we took a HLI class on Tuesday, and it was really neat to go into the actual prison system. Met Warden Stone. She is an amazing lady. First ever female warden there at the Walls, by the way.
Strong,
yeah.
Okay.
Did I say Stone?
Yeah.
I meant Strong. Well, I was thinking of, Wall, Stone.
I worked
Strong.
under Kelly Strong at one point.
Great lady. Just love getting to know her. And we went to the peddler shop, and they all had radios in there. They were listening to the radio.
That's a big thing, a radio and a fan.
Yeah, and some of the only media that they get from the local newspaper and radio. And so we're really excited because we're going to be able to reach those guys literally behind the walls and hopefully provide them with some encouragement. Billy, one of the things, too, you have it on your keychain. I wanted you to show this. It's really neat. That was probably made at the Piddler shop.
It was. It's even got the guy's name on the back.
There it is. Yeah, Ronald Daniel. Hold that up to this camera right here, Billy. Check this out. So
one or two.
This one here. Here, I'm going to put it a little bit close. So this was made by one of the inmates. And this is just a key. What do you call it? It's like I forget. I don't know the correct word for these.
I used to.
But it's to hold your keys, and you just slip it over your belt or in your pocket, right?
Yeah, it just slides in there, and you don't have to go. You ain't got to go digging.
You ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah.
But this entire thing, from the ground up, friends, from the ground up, was handmade. And let me show that one more time. I know folks on the radio app don't see this.
You might need to tell them that one's 20 plus years old, so it's a little tarnished.
But for 20 years old, look at this. Look at the detail around the border of this, the logo, the painting, the way they put the clip on the back. I watched one of the guys making some of these, and you can pick these up too, by the way, at the prison museum. You'll see a lot of but these are the prisoners. They have a special privilege. They are hand-selected by the warden for outstanding behavior. I mean, it's almost like they can't even have a blemish on their inside. Obviously, they have a blemish on their record or they wouldn't be in the prison system, but they almost can't have a blemish inside the prison. And they have the privilege to work in this piddler shop, and they can do whatever whatever their talents are. And I saw a guy making those key holders, and it was unbelievable. Had a torch and everything, sitting there soldering it, making it. And it's just great. And when I saw that on your pocket this morning, I said, Billy, let me guess, did you get that through the prison system? He said, yeah, it's one of the prisoners made it. So pretty neat stuff. And that's why I brought all that up, though, because we're going to be able to reach literally behind the walls if all of this works out. And they'll be able to tune it on the FM dial. It's a non-commercial station. I mean, we're not competing with any other local station. We've got quite a few radio stations throughout the area and right here in Huntsville and Conroe and signals that reach us. That's not the point. The point is we just want to deliver a good message and reach people. And since we're non-profit, non-commercial, we can't put on advertisements anyways. So that's the way it works.
So it'll be like Sirius XM, but on an FM band.
That's right.
Low power, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be great.
So you won't have to listen to me come on and tell you about making hard decisions. You can just listen to some good Christian music.
Yeah, and once in a while hear Billy. And the show's going to be on there, so we're looking forward to that. And we'll keep things rocking and rolling. So
that's what I'm talking about.
All right. Hey, by the way, we've hit the big time. We have the spammers spamming us again this morning. So if you see a bunch of gibberish,
very, very active this morning.
Yeah, I've had about 6 messages so far. So.
Hey, I had one that friend requested me just a minute ago too. Attractive young lady, by the way.
And all it said was like she was running a race. It said race period. Like, do you want to race, Billy?
I don't know anybody in Hong Kong. I will tell you all that.
All right, we'll take a break. I do want to remind you.
Maybe in Hondo, but not Hong Kong.
We want to remind you, keyword today is joy. All you got to do is text that in alongside your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. I've got an inspirational story about our military service men and women when we come back that I want to read to you, and I'm also going to dedicate that segment as well to Adler Family Toys. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. More continues here. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville, and we'll be right back after this.
You live and work in the town where you were born and raised. Lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce the upcoming addition of our third location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori. Contact us today at tpms.life. Third location on Veterans Memorial coming soon. Education you can trust.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and even offer hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why at the Color Bar Hair Salon you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon.
Hey friends, Rob Hip here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget. And as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Please come home.
Yeah, yeah. What's your favorite song on a Friday? All I hear. Here it is, Billy. There you go. Hold on, Billy. Can you like lip sync this real quick?
I'm singing with it.
By the way, this is the last time you're ever going to hear this on Good Morning Huntsville.
Yeah, you're welcome, Kathy.
We decided for you, Kathy.
We're gonna have a little funeral for Beans and Bologna.
It's done
this afternoon at 2.
Oh,
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Come on out, Beanie Weenie, Hormel or what?
Beans and Bologna. They were a faithful member of the Huntsville community for several weeks now.
Yeah, it's gone though.
It's gone.
We turned it off.
Interment at May's edition of Oakwood Cemetery. Brother Billy presiding.
Thank you, Brother Billy. Appreciate it. Hey, friends, we got something that's pretty cool that I wanted to mention. I wanted to give a moment here to honor our good friends at Adler Family Toys. Have you been over there yet, Billy? I know your children, growing up. But
I have not. But let me tell you, I'm super excited. I've heard about the great stuff they have in there. I'm excited. We have a toy store. Yeah.
These guys have been out, the Adler, and it truly is a family store. And I want to encourage you this morning to always support local. Our local businesses need your support now more than ever. Adler Family Toys, they're located at let me start over. I had us turned off, and I had Adler Family Toys up. And all that I just said was wrong, by the way. Go by and see Adler Family Toys. I had us turned off. I wasn't showing us, so they didn't hear anything I just said, Billy.
They ain't heard us.
They didn't hear us. I forgot to hit. I hit the wrong button.
And I just said like the most deep and meaningful thing ever, and really laid my heart out on the line. And none of that got.
It's there now. It's back now. Thank you, Bridget.
Thank God.
The Adler Family Toys. They're located the old Avon Theater right in that area, right off Sam Houston. Go by and see them this holiday season, as they are a local small business. We need to support local now more than ever. Shane and Madeline and their little beautiful daughter Willow, they've all been out at Carolina Creek Lone Star Lights, but they will be open, and go by and see them. The 23rd, which is tomorrow, is the last day of this great sale. 15% off anything that you spend $50 or more. They're going to give you 15% off, and it's a great time to go over there and get your last-minute Christmas shopping in. And by the way, they've got a huge indoor play area in the back with all sorts of things that kids can run around on, they can jump on, games they can play. It's going to be raining all weekend, apparently. And so if you said, I need to get the kids out of the house, the young ones, we take Braylon over there. She's 2 years old. We took her over there before she was 2. She had a blast. So go by and see them. It's Adler Family Toys. They will take great care of you, and we wanted to make sure that we highlight them this holiday season for all that they do. And I know the audio.
Well, look, we were just talking about David.
We were, yeah. We mentioned during the break.
On our commercial break, we were talking, yeah.
We were just talking, we said, I wonder how David Beatty's doing. And
Yeah.
we were talking about church and Christmas and holidays. And then David Beatty messages us to let us know the audio wasn't coming through.
Man, maybe these mics were hot during the commercial. He heard
his ears were burning. So, but no, it's good to see you, David. And yeah, Billy and I we were just thinking about you there during the break. So that's how things work. That's great.
Well, that's because we got a little WRCCRDDERP
Walker
family.
Walker County Referral Cooperative family. And Bridget, brought up a really good thing too. And thank you, sweetheart, for letting me know the audio wasn't working. Also, she messaged me. I was like, "What are you talking about?
Something's wrong."
Congratulations. We mentioned earlier, Bear Mason Adler will be born at the beginning of the new year. So congratulations to the Adler family. Please go by and support them.
Bear.
I like that.
Bear Mason.
You think about it, if they say, hopefully, and their business is going to do great. I know that they are. They got so much in the pipeline over there to support our community. Huntsville's growing. But you think about when that young man, they're still here, and he's playing football at Huntsville High School.
I'm wanting to be friends with the kid already.
Have the nickname of Bear. That's his real name.
Yeah.
He'll be playing football for Huntsville Hornets.
I can just see it now. Hey, man, what's your real name? It's Bear.
Billy and I are getting excited because sometimes the vehicles pull up right here near the studio, and I'm hoping it's somebody bringing us something.
Is it? I don't think that's a donut delivery.
It's not a donut delivery.
That's a new bumper, though.
Yeah, and it's going to get hit.
Yeah, back there. Stop right there.
Billy, I've got a story that I want to read this morning, and we talked earlier about military veterans and this time of the year and how tough it is for a lot of families. This is from the ACLJ online, and I wanted to read this morning. This was a story actually about a year ago by a gentleman by the name of Wesley Smith. And I'm going to read it verbatim. You can go to aclj.org. You can remember more here. Some of the vivid memories of my 26 years in the Army are the times I was deployed with my brothers and sisters in uniform over the Christmas holiday. Whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, birthdays, anniversaries, high school graduations, there are simply many times in a military service when you're absent from significant celebrations with your family. It's part of the price of serving your country in uniform. It's a cost borne by military families, too. For those that have never served, it might be a surprise at how common, significant separations are for those in uniform. What's also interesting is the reaction of most service members to this reality. It is the Christmas season, even though most of the thousands of our troops who were deployed to combat zones are no longer there this year. Now, this was a year ago. We realize that there are still thousands more deployed around the world away from their families. Some of those are actually still in dangerous situations, others not as much. However, they're all away from their families and loved ones while we are at home. During this holy season, we remember our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, Space Force guys as well, as we celebrate with friends and family. They're away from their friends and families. Upon recollection, it is also interesting to see how service members act and react to times of family separation, especially at Christmas. Naturally, there are feelings of homesickness and wishing they were with the ones that they love. On the other hand, I also remember the camaraderie and the attempts to encourage fellow soldiers with whom I was deployed. During days like these, humor, Christmas parties on a smaller scale, jokes and laughter, they're the ways that young men and women help each other while serving around the world. When they're separated during special days like Christmas, there's a bond that binds people in uniform together. There is this shared sentiment that permeates in ranks of those who serve our country, and it's touching and unapologetically selfless and patriotic. It is moving to witness. Members of the military American family are incredibly creative, wherever they are, in finding ways to make the best of challenging situations. Meals ready to eat, the MREs, can actually be made into Christmas feasts. I've seen Christmas trees spring up around tents in the desert, although they might not look nothing like the Christmas trees we have back at home. I have a particularly moving memory of being with over 100 soldiers in the desert some years ago over Christmas. We sat down with the good recording, produced our own sing-along Messiah. The books with the words and the music were graciously donated by a church back at home. My fellow soldiers of all ages and ranks spent Christmas Eve in a tent singing Handel's Messiah as part of our Christmas celebration. It is something I will never forget. And while I also remember there was virtually no complaining about being separated during the holidays like this, at least nothing more than the grumbling that all service members seem to enjoy from time to time. Loneliness, sadness at times, wishing one was at home, of course. But there was also a certain discipline and commitment to God and country that is part of the warp and the woof of most people who serve in the military. On holidays like Christmas, when they are separated from their loved ones, they are very creative in celebrating and helping each other. Care packages from home that are so very important are shared by everyone. The Department of Defense does a good job most of the time in providing special needs during times like this, Thanksgiving and Christmas. But either way, soldiers always find ways to celebrate, always. Members of the American military, like most Americans, are incredibly generous and compassionate. In whatever country of the world they might be serving, U.S. service members reach out to local communities. I have indelible memories of soldiers in South Korea who, during the Christmas holiday, made it a point to collect toys for the numerous orphanages in that country, and they use holidays like this to help those in need who are less fortunate than themselves. It seems to be part of the makeup of the United States military. They are givers, protectors, and they share their lives with others almost without thinking, in much the same way they are willing to give their lives for others. Think of the brave 13 men and women in uniform who died at the Abbey Gate in their withdrawal from Afghanistan. So, friends, during this time of celebration, as we are at home and with our loved ones, be assured there are U.S. service members all over the world who share with us the significance of this season. It is a beautiful testament to the generosity of America, but even more so to the generosity and compassion of those who have sworn to protect our country. Just wanted to read that to you this morning to give you some insight here to those that serve in our military. And we thank all of you who have served and who are serving right now and the future servicemen and women as you spend this holiday season, maybe at home or maybe far away from loved ones. Know that you're not forgotten, Billy. And I think that's an important message this morning. I wanted to share that story with you.
Absolutely.
So good stuff this morning as we wrap it up here on a, what is it, Christmas Eves? I don't even know what it is, Billy. Which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Eves.
I don't think there's so many Eves.
That's a lot of Eves. Well, let's head over to our Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line as we'll go ahead and pull up the stats here. Give us 1 second. I didn't have this fired up as I was reading that story this morning. The keyword has expired, and we do have a winner for today. And let's head over to the phone line and give our winner a call here. Billy, how about it?
Okay. Who it is?
We won't say the name.
Oh, but I know who that is.
Do you really?
Well,
possibly.
Yep, I know who that is.
If I can even hit call, what's going on here? This happened yesterday. It's like this delayed. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Hang on, I'm getting this funky look here.
Here we go. Oh, here we go, Billy. $20 coming your way. If you don't answer, you don't get it. Hello, is this Jessica?
It is.
Well, fantastic. Rob and Billy here from the You've Got What It Takes radio show. Guess what? You've been randomly selected for our daily challenge.
You got what I need, baby.
You know I always got what you need.
We've randomly selected you for our daily challenge today.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, today's challenge is to sing your favorite song's chorus loud and proud for a chance to win $20. Can you do that for us today?
Sure.
What's the
I
song?
gotta think of my favorite song.
Just pull one out.
Do you believe in love after love?
Well, since it's Christmas, I'll do Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Have a happy holiday.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Well, congratulations. This is more of a
Slide
joke.
that girl a 20.
Man, I may have to slide you
My
an extra.
husband would be so proud.
We are so proud of you.
We're gonna have to slide you an extra $5 for that one.
Well,
I think
since we have you on the phone here,
Billy, is this a relation to you? By the way,
this is Jacqueline's sister.
Oh my God!
What you got? What you got, Donnie Ray doing today?
He is I don't really know what he's out doing.
Okay, good
He
job.
just left. Probably to go get breakfast for himself.
For himself.
Yes.
Can you do us a favor and please, for the love of sweet baby James in here, do you have...
Look, she can confirm that that's what he was called.
That is exactly what he was called.
It was sweet baby James?
Sweet baby James. Yep.
Can you please...
For many, many years.
Can you please tell us that you have a Cash App or a Venmo, please?
I do. I have both.
Oh, thank goodness. Because, you know, we
In
had...
our family, we sophisticated.
You know, we had winners earlier this week that didn't have those. I had to, like, physically go to the bank. My friends at Walker County Federal, I had to go get a $20 bill physically and go run it over to them.
I don't know how people live without apps
Yeah, I
on
think
their phone.
I'm going to make a motion that next year the government puts into law that cash is no longer accepted.
You ain't got to do that. They headed that way now.
Well, Merry Christmas. Thanks for texting to win. Jessica Smith. Hey, y'all have a business, too. I'll give you the opportunity. Can you plug that business for us? Let us know about it.
Yeah, Gensel Heating and Air. We do all residential and commercial AC and heating. So call Donnie. He would be glad to speak with you.
All right. What's the number?
936-661-9123.
All right. Easy number, 661-9123. And I never remember numbers, but that's thanks to Lisa Branch at Learning RX.
Oh, Donnie Ray, he'll hook you up, man.
Awesome.
He'll make your house comfortable. Yeah.
Well, Billy, we always ask all of our guests a very important question. You know what that question is.
Jessica, what are you thankful for? I remembered.
I am thankful. Well, one, let me just say this. I am most thankful for the best brother-in-law on the face of the earth, Billy Cauthen. I tell you. And that my sister married him many years ago.
God bless her soul.
Yeah.
I always told her daddy I was going to give her back.
Yeah, that is a true story.
Say what the return policy is on this. Yeah, apparently there's not one.
Oh.
Mm-mm. You're stuck with her forever, Billy.
Yep. Yeah, it's been worked out pretty good so far.
Well, Jessica,
Yeah, it has.
we appreciate you, and thank you guys, too, for supporting our inaugural Rays of Hope earlier this summer. You and your husband there with Gensel Heating and Air, that meant a lot to us, and thank you for all that you do in the community and for texting to win, and for being part of the show.
I think they were talking about tripling what they did last year, this next year. So,
all right, cool. Tripping or tripling?
Tripling.
Tripping?
Tripling.
Snatch that headset off.
Boy. All right, Jessica. Hey, have a wonderful and blessed and a very joyous and Merry Christmas. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Y'all too.
Bye.
All right, there she is, Jessica Smith, the winner today. I got to send her 20. But I can't throw in that extra 5, even though she's saying. I'm just still going to be 20. That's the first time we've ever had a call. No, I take that back. Chris Brown from Jump Around Moonwalk sang on the show one time.
Did he?
He did. And I forgot what he sang, so I need to go back to Learning RX.
It's just Chris.
All right, friends, that'll wrap it up here on a Friday. In all seriousness, we hope that you have a wonderful and a very, very blessed Christmas season. Remember, friends, Jesus is the reason for this season. And if you need a church family to be a part of, we'd love to have you at First Baptist. Services are happening there at Christmas morning, or Christmas Eve morning. You can go at 9:30 for Bible study, 10:45, and then come back later in the evening for a special candlelight service. We'd love to have each and every one of you. We've always got a seat for you. Billy, I know y'all's church has plenty of seats as well.
You can come sit right beside me.
Yeah, you can sit by Billy, and he'll even pat the pew. That's
pitter patters.
These old pitter patter, pat the pew for you.
Pew patters.
The old pew patter. All right, it's time to go.
I got to talk to Greg about this appearance.
We got to rethink this whole situation.
Hey, I have a family member who has a birthday today. Jacqueline had one yesterday. I have a cousin that has hers today, so she wanted me to sing her happy birthday.
Wait, what cousin is this?
This is Crystal Coleman. So,
all right, here you go, Billy. This is all you.
Oh,
Ready?
I didn't plan on singing. I don't.
No, here you go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You're a year older now.
And many more. I try to do the Feliz Navidad clap in the middle. Feliz Navidad.
Hey, we didn't touch on this. I know we're trying to get off here, but New Waverly held a Christmas parade last night.
Boy, they did it at the right time,
and we were honored enough to be in it. And let me tell you, they rock and roll, man. They did a great job. It was a great parade. The route was great. I ain't never seen so much law enforcement out there helping, fire trucks, ambulances, even a SWAT truck was out there. They had the road blocked off. It was a good time. The people in New Waverly, I hope y'all loved it. I'm sure they're planning on doing it next year. I mean, it was
awesome.
Their route was just a big circle. So, like, if you dropped your kids off at parking lot A, it circled back and dropped off at parking lot A.
And if you were in the middle of the circle as a spectator, you could just go like this.
Yes, literally.
And you could just watch. If there was that one, you know, sometimes you have to pray and that one float goes by and you go, God, man, I wish that float would come by again. Now you can just go that pray. You can just sit there in a circle and just go like this, stay your eyes fixed on it.
Pretty much. They left the junior high, which is the old high school. They went up to the main drag there, 150. I'm sure it's got an official name. Made a right and then came back down 75 and then turned back into the driveway of the junior high.
Awesome.
So, yeah, and we probably threw out 800 pounds of candy, it felt like. So,
goodness, there you go. By the way, if I told you to go to First Baptist for Christmas service on Sunday, the Christmas Eve service, don't go at 9:30. There's not Sunday school this week or next week.
Hey, we're not doing Sunday school either. We're still having church at 10:30 at Christ the King Methodist. And then we're having a 5 o'clock candlelight service and a 7 o'clock candlelight service. And we're also doing communion, and you don't have to be Methodist to take communion. And matter of fact, my family's assisting with the 7 o'clock. So
awesome.
If you want to make me, laugh or giggle during a serious moment, that would be the time to.
So here's what you can do. You come to First Baptist at 5.
Yeah.
And then get your second dose of candlelight at
7.
So you got your double dose.
Yeah, and we're out on Highway 30 East in the old Magnolia Lakes facility. So
beautiful. All right.
And again, you looking for a church, come sit beside me or get with Rob.
We'll
get you hooked up.
We'll get you plugged in somewhere because you know what we are. We're pew patters. All right, big thanks to James for being with us as well. It's great to have him on our show this morning.
He's over here tearing up an office chair for any of y'all that's
all right.
wondering.
These are $50 Amazon chairs. I'm surprised they haven't broke yet. They've actually held up better than the more expensive ones. So,
take that, Office Depot.
My burger eating in my take that. All right,
staple that.
Belly, in all seriousness, thank you, brother. It's been a fun journey here, and we're gonna keep doing this as we want to encourage you and lift you up today. Friends, if you're struggling today in any area of your life, I just encourage you this morning, get on the phone, call somebody, reach out for help. I've always said that our platform, we promote the good in the community, but we want to help you as well. And so if you're going through something, you need somebody to lift, just to talk to, get on the phone and call us, and we'll help point you in the right resources. Don't ever be afraid to reach out for help, no matter what you're going through. And I'm going to say this, the biggest way you can reach out for help is always get on your knees and pray, and just pray to Jesus and say, you know what, Lord, help me through this situation.
Because if anybody's got a plan, he's got the plan.
That's right. Friends, we love you. We wish you a very blessed and Merry Christmas, especially during this holiday season, as I end every broadcast reminding you that we're not strong enough alone on our own to make it. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. We love you, Huntsville. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you back at it live on Tuesday. Until then, so long. See you, Billy.
Hey, you think anybody bought me a Christmas present?
Bring it by the studio.